Political strife, labour unrest, rising costs and uncertainty over legislation remain some of the main issues that are keeping investors reticent to commit to new projects on the continent. Slowing growth in China and tapering in the US has added to the turbulence on the markets.
We're cautiously optimistic about 2014. 2013 was a very difficult year for the sector. Equity markets were closed, valuations were falling all the time, and we're cautiously optimistic, therefore, that in the second half of this year there will be an uptick in activity.
In South Africa, the Minerals Development Act is under review. Government wants to make changes that will see higher taxes on exports, a move meant to force miners to supply locally.
Things like the constant retroactive promulgation of laws that are deleterious to a long-term investment. It's hard to operate, and the whole gold industry has been in turmoil for a long time. But primarily the reason is, you know, if the assets were very attractive, you can take more risk.
The mining group is more confident on the rest of Africa.
This year we'll be doing about $340 million. Along with our partner AngloGold Ashanti, we would have, by 2 years' time, have invested over $2.5 billion into the DRC.
Despite challenges around security and infrastructure, the DRC continues to attract significant investment.
The government is working closely with the private sector body, like the Chamber of Mines, to make sure that in coming days when we'll be having a kind of mining cult, that could allow at least to attract more investment in the country.
Ironically, mining operations are booming in some countries that have struggled with political violence and extreme poverty.
Because of the predictability and the peace that is in the country, people tend to come really, and then when they come, they just fell in love with the country.
But mining is capital intensive. Raising equity for new projects has become tough.
The reality of the situation is, in the current environment, few of the projects demonstrate sufficiently robust financial performance, to be able to command the kind of debt and equity levels that are needed for them to proceed.
Overall, a tough year ahead for both mining companies and for workers. We're already seeing it here in South Africa. The unions are still battling it out with the platinum miners over higher wages. Mining companies say they're struggling to remain profitable. Mine workers say they're struggling to live. Sumitra, Nydoo, CCTV, Cape Town.